Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to week 3 of Smart State University's series on the friendship triangle. Today we're going to be talking about the third side, which is vulnerability. But before we get to that, I want to acknowledge new background. I'm over here at Southeastern, which is an incredible place to work, and for me, it does wonders for my time management, for my productivity. So, little bonus time management tip: if you can get out of your house to work, do it. It's incredible and it changes your experience. I hope you guys enjoyed last week's challenge with consistency. I know for me that ended up going to be hanging out with some of my buddies from high school and going to play soccer with them. Great experience. I mean, I'm still out of shape, but it was a lot of fun, and I think it was really good to reconnect with them, so that consistency was really nice. That said, this week's topic is vulnerability. It's the third side of that friendship triangle, so it's our last one for the series. And I know vulnerability has kind of a negative connotation, so think of it not so much as vulnerability, but transparency. It's not vulnerability, it is vulnerability, but it's not this incredibly negative sense. It's just being honest and open about where you're at. So for example, with your life, for example, if something goes great, if you work really hard on a project and you're really excited about it, you can share that with your friends. If you had a sporting event and your team played really well, or you played really well and you're excited about that, share that. So it goes both ways, right? You can totally be open and transparent. For example, for me, I shot this video yesterday and I loved it, but I reviewed it with a couple of my mentors and they both agreed, yeah, you should probably reshoot that. There were one or two places where I misspoke and it made the message more confusing. So I went ahead and I'm reshooting it now. That's transparency, right? And transparency is one of those that, it is difficult. It is something that we as a culture, vulnerability, don't do the best. Brené Brown does a lot of good work on that. So if you want to see more about vulnerability, she's phenomenal. But one more thing I want to add really quickly today is I came across this question recently. What would you do if you were 5% more honest? And so I don't have my personal response yet. I'm still journaling about that and figuring that out. But it's one that's made me think a lot. What would I do if I were 5% more honest? So I challenge you guys to think about that as well. Challenge for the week is to go ahead and find a friend who you're close with. Probably not someone you just met, because that might be a little bit uncomfortable. But go ahead and seek to intentionally be vulnerable with them. It can be positive, it can be negative, but just be honest and open about where you're at. Be transparent. I think you'll really find that it feels really good and it really brings the relationship closer. So that's it for vulnerability. I want to mention really quickly that I have an idea for where I'm going for next week's video, but if you have anything you would love to see me talk about, please let me know in the comments down below. I will absolutely read those, I'll absolutely get back to you, and I really want to be creating content that you guys appreciate and are going to value, because that's why we're here, right? That's why we're here, is to go ahead and provide value and make a difference. So if you have any topics, time management, or relationships that you're kind of like, I would love to learn more about this, absolutely let me know. Absolutely, put in those comments and I will absolutely get to it. So I appreciate that. Let me know how the challenge goes. Be vulnerable with one friend this week, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.